Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Invin. Today I am going to be bringing you guys a gold guide for the brand new OTS 9 SMG, which was released with Season 4 Reloaded. Now this SMG is seeing a lot of gunplay and a lot of people trying to unlock it. I did a video on how to unlock that in the previous upload, so if you want to go ahead and check that out, there'll be a card on screen for that now. But we are going to go over today how to unlock the camos, the best classes for using it for both long shots and for your regular other camos, as well as the best game modes and a few other tips and tricks on how you can use this gun to the best of its advantage. If you do go on to enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like on it down below, as that really does help me out. And if this video does help you, make sure you drop a subscribe as well, because we will be dropping tons more Season 4 Reloaded content. So make sure you subscribe to the channel with notification bells on so you don't miss out on any of that. And without further ado, let's jump into it here. So the first thing is the game mode. The game mode that we're going to want to be playing here is 6v6 face-off for the majority of your camos. This is because it's a lot of players on the 2v2 or 3v3 maps in a 6v6 environment, which opens up to a ton of kills very quickly. This means that you can get a lot of the elimination ones, a lot of the rapid kills, a lot of the bloodthirsties, all of that good stuff really easily. And we're going to go over how to utilize this game mode in just a moment. But for most of these kills, as you're leveling up the gun, the first camo that you're going to get is obviously just to get 300 eliminations to complete it. Now I would recommend doing this one alongside the 75 headshot challenge as you are leveling the gun up. If you're wanting to go for gold camo, as soon as you unlock it through the unlock challenge, go ahead and equip this weapon and level it up in multiplayer, as you'll be able to unlock those camos as you are going along. It's going to be the fastest way to get those eliminations done and out of the way, and definitely by the time you get this gun to level 30 or 40, you will have completed that first camo and probably the second camo as well, which is really nice, because that means there's two of them out the way. Now if you are someone who's good at getting 5 kill streaks for those bloodthirsty medals for the third camo there, then you can go ahead and do that as you're going along, and that's completely fine. If you need to focus on it and take your time a little bit more with your gameplay, make sure you go ahead and max out the gun levels first, because it's going to be a ton easier, as you'll be able to do all of your other challenges alongside that one when you do go ahead and focus on it, because you'll be able to get your rapid kills, your point blanks, etc. Whereas if you do it early on, as soon as you unlock it, you're not going to have access to those challenges as well, because you do need to get the gun max level to have access to all of them, or at least level 50. Now 6v6 face-off is really good in core, but the best mode by far for most of these challenges is going to be hardcore. It's going to allow you to get the rapid kills very quickly, because it's generally 2 or 3 bullets and you've got 2 or 3 kills. Very quick to get a lot of kills, particularly on the smaller maps on this 6v6 face-off mode, because obviously the people are spawning in a very tight-knit area. You're going to be able to rack that one off without even thinking about it. Literally, as you are leveling the gun, it just goes by and it's done pretty much instantly playing this mode. So it's really good. You then obviously have detected kills as well. This is going to be one of the more difficult challenges. Detected kills takes a long time, but one of the best things about the 6v6 face-off mode is that when you put down a field mic, if you put it in a good spot where it's not going to get naded, so usually where people spawn is not a good idea, but if you put it in kind of a dark corner somewhere out the way, it does cover around 60% of the maps, because they're so small. So you are going to be able to actually cover quite a lot of a basis with one field mic, which is going to get you a lot of detected kills per game once you do actually get that down, which is really nice. The next best thing to do with that is go into a mode like Nukejacked, which is Nuketown and Hijacked. You can go ahead and play through that in core or hardcore, or whichever mode you actually prefer playing. Go ahead and do all your other challenges alongside this, but as soon as you unlock the detected camo challenge, jump into one of these modes, smash out the detected camos, because it just takes a long time more than anything. It's not particularly difficult. You're going to want to make sure that you're running the UAV, the counter UAV, and the harp, as this will give you the most opportunities within the game to get this, as well as obviously the field mic upgrade there as well, so you can go ahead and throw down like your portable UAV field mic there too, so that you can get kills from that, and that is going to allow you to get these done the absolute fastest way possible. This should take maybe 10 to 15 games to do, depending on how lucky you get. If you're playing on the face-off maps, it should be around a similar thing. Once you've got the field mic down, you can generally get around 10 to 15 kills per field mic that you put down that are within the radius, providing obviously it doesn't get destroyed fairly quickly, which is really nice, and it does make this go a lot quicker. So moving on to have a look at long shots. If you actually go onto your combat record, click onto the multiplayer tab and go down to whichever weapon you want to be, so in this case the OTS 9, you can go ahead and see on the graph just at the side here, it actually tells you the long shot range for a weapon. So for this weapon right here, it says in the top right corner of the graph 36+ meters. Now this is really good, because you can use the in-game ping system to be able to determine how far a distance is in order to get long shots. In other words, you can work out good spots for sitting training in order to get long shots with this weapon really well. If it's 36 or more meters away from where you are currently stood, each kill you get outside that radius will be a long shot kill. So it's a really good way to work out, and this works for any weapon as well, but obviously we're focusing on the OTS 9 today, and that is generally the SMG long shot range in Cold War. When you are going ahead and trying to get long shots, this is the class that I recommend. I've run Gunfighter on it so that you can go ahead and get 8 attachments just to make this go as quick as physically possible, because generally you're going to be playing Hijacked or Nuketown. You're going to be sat either in the garages or down the side of the boat on Hijacked, just trying to get as many of these long shots as possible. Generally the sides of the map and right across the middle of the map work best for getting these long shot kills. There isn't really a fast track way to do it. It's just kind of post up in these positions and get the kills as fast as you can, which is why as you're going along, hopefully you'll get most of them done, but you probably will have to concentrate on this challenge. I had to do it, and so this is the class that I used for doing that. You want the Vision Tech 2x scope. This is just the easiest and cleanest sight. It gives you a little bit of zoom so that you can see people easily, but doesn't give you too much that it's clunky enough where you can't see people in front of you. If they do rush you or whatever, you can still see a lot of good stuff with that scope. You then want to go ahead and throw it on the KGB eliminator on the muzzle there. The barrel I used was the VDV reinforced. This is because the task force gives you a lot more actual recoil to the weapon, so I just stuck with the VDV reinforced. That worked really well. KGB target designator, ADS reveal distance, doesn't really work on hardcore, to be honest, and you're going to want to be on hardcore for this, because if you try and do it on core, it is terrible. Hardcore is 1 or 2 or 3 shots per kill, so you're going to be able to get these a lot easier, usually 2 or 3 shot, maybe even 4 sometimes at range with the OTS 9, but it's going to be a ton better than core. Core is near on impossible, so just get rid of core idea. Doesn't really work too well in hardcore, so you could swap this one out if you do want to, but I just like to have it on just for those off chances where it does work a little bit. You've then also paired this with the Spetsnaz grip, then that gives us the most recoil control that we can possibly get, along with the Spetsnaz 40 round mag, the GRU elastic wrap, and the KGB skeletal stock. It's going to be the best class for getting long shots. It's going to keep the gun steady, make it quick and snappy so that you can bring it up and move to people when you do need to actually see them, and it's going to allow you to actually get the kills, because like I say, it does take 2 or 3 bullets, so you do need to be a bit steady. However, do be aware, at range, this gun does kick a little bit, so you are going to need to control the recoil a fair amount in order to get a lot of these kills, even in hardcore, which is a bit of a shame, but just forewarning with that one, you do need to control it a little bit. So just as an example here, you can see on Nuketown, I've marked the actual chimney at the right side of the green house here, and this is saying that it's a certain amount of meters away. Once I do back up all the way to just in front of the yellow garage here, you will see that the meters away from that marker go to 37, which means if somebody is stood on that chimney right in the corner where sometimes people do like to camp, you can go ahead and kill them from just in front of the yellow garage or anywhere further back than that, and it will actually count as a long shot with the OTS 9. So this is just the way you would work out how to get long shots in the game and which distances would actually work. You can go ahead and do it in custom games like I've just done there to work out the distances for different maps if you do want to, but equally you can just do this in live matches as well. You can roughly work out where positions are as you're going along by doing this, which is a great way to make sure that you're definitely getting long shots every single time. And the final camo to just quickly go over then is the point blank kills. This one does take a little bit of time, and I'm going to show you guys the best class you can go ahead and use in multiplayer in order to level this one up. Once you do get it max level, it's going to be the easiest one to get point blanks with. Obviously it's really good just to play with in general as well, but I'm going to give you guys a few attachment changes you can make if you're specifically stuck on the point blank ones. Not that it's particularly difficult, it just does take a little bit of time. Now if you are playing on the 6v6 hardcore face off map, like I said there, it is going to be the easiest way to do it because people spawn everywhere, people are running everywhere, and it is a 1 to 2 bullet kill every single time, so you're going to be able to rapidly get those up. But this is the ideal class that you want to use with this weapon, so you want to go ahead and throw on the KGB eliminator muzzle, the VDV reinforced barrel. The task force just gives a little bit too much recoil in my opinion, and isn't really worth it for the 6% damage, particularly if you're going to play hardcore for this challenge, so I wouldn't worry about that one. If you are going to play just regular core in general, you could try out the task force if you want, and I would probably then swap out one of the attachments in order to get the Spetsnaz grip on there and the underbarrel. You're then going to want the Spetsnaz 40 round mag, because this mag size is pretty low by default, so you're going to want to make sure you've got some extra ammo there. GRU elastic wrap, as this gives us ADS time, flinch resistance, and the ability to prone while aiming and shooting. And then you're going to want to use the KGB skeletal stock on the back there. Now if you are going ahead and going for the point blanks only, you could go ahead, take off the GRU elastic wrap, and instead put on the GRU 5mm laser. This will give you a lot more hip fire accuracy, and if you run this with the perk gun ho, you're going to be able to slide around the map on those hardcore 6v6 modes and just absolutely laser people at point blank sliding into them, which is going to be a ton easier. But generally for for hardcore or core, this right here on screen, the class I've just gone over without the laser and instead having the grew elastic wrap, is the best class once you've got it max level to be able to get a ton of kills and complete all your challenges very, very easily. So hopefully this video has helped you guys out and will help you get gold very, very quickly for the brand new OTS 9 SMG. It's a ton of fun to use and definitely worth getting gold on because it looks absolutely insane. If you have enjoyed today's video and found it useful, make sure you drop a like on it down below for me, as that really does help me out. And if you are new to the channel, please do drop a subscribe with notification bells on. We're going to be posting tons more Season 4 Reloaded content, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Other than that, as always, thank you very much for watching. Take care and peace.